Day 57 Reading Plan, CCC 470-478. Introduction. This section explores how the Son of God assumed human nature and experienced all that is genuinely human, except for sin. Catholic theology emphasizes that this union of divinity and humanity in Christ is essential to understanding his role in salvation. For how is the Son of God man? CCC text. Paragraphs 470 to 478. This section addresses how Jesus Christ, the Son of God, assumed a fully human nature. Assumption of human nature. Jesus Christ took on everything that makes up a human nature: body, soul, intellect, and will. His human experience included suffering, emotions, and limitations, but without sin. His humanity was not diminished by his divinity. Sinlessness of Christ. Although Jesus was fully human, he did not sin. This sinlessness is essential to his role as the perfect sacrifice for the sins of humanity. By sharing in human suffering, Jesus could fully empathize with human weaknesses, but his divine nature kept him free from sin. Union of human and divine will. Jesus had both a divine and a human will. His human will, although separate from his divine will, always cooperated with the divine will in perfect harmony. This union is an essential aspect of his role as the mediator between God and humanity. Jesus' human knowledge and emotions. Jesus had human knowledge that grew and developed as he matured. He experienced emotions such as joy, sorrow, and anger, reflecting the fullness of his humanity. His emotional life was always in perfect alignment with his divine mission. The Sacred Heart of Jesus. The Church venerates Jesus' Sacred Heart as a symbol of his love for humanity, expressing the profound union of his human and divine love. Bible references. Hebrews 2:17, For this reason he had to be made like them, fully human in every way, in order that he might become a merciful and faithful high priest in service to God, and that he might make atonement for the sins of the people. Romans 8:3, For what the law was powerless to do because it was weakened by the flesh, God did by sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh to be a sin offering. And so he condemned sin in the flesh. Question 1. How does Catholic theology explain the humanity of the Son of God? Catholic theology explains that Jesus Christ assumed a complete human nature, including a human body and soul, intellect, and will, without losing his divinity. He experienced all that is genuinely human, including suffering and emotions, but remained sinless. This union of divinity and humanity is central to his mission of redemption. Summary of Day 57. This section delves into the profound mystery of how the Son of God became fully human while remaining fully divine. Jesus shared in all human experiences except sin, making him the perfect representative for humanity. His human knowledge, will, and emotions were united with his divine nature, and his sinlessness allowed him to offer himself as the perfect sacrifice for human sin. These teachings deepen our understanding of how Christ, fully human and fully divine, bridges the gap between humanity and God. His perfect humanity allows us to approach him in our struggles, while his divinity offers the hope of redemption.
The Church confesses Christ's full humanity, with intellect, will, and body, all truly belonging to the Son of God. Christ's human actions reveal the divine life of the Trinity, as he expresses the divine ways of the Trinity through his human existence. The Church rejects the claim that Christ's divine word replaced his soul, affirming instead that Christ assumed a true, rational human soul. Christ's human soul had true human knowledge, limited by his human conditions. As such, he could grow in wisdom and learn from experience, reflecting his humble acceptance of human nature. Christ's human knowledge expressed divine life, knowing all that pertains to God due to his union with the Word. He had intimate knowledge of his Father and insight into human hearts. By virtue of union with divine wisdom, Christ's human knowledge included the full understanding of the divine plan he came to reveal, yet he withheld knowledge not intended for revelation. The Church affirms that Christ has two wills, divine and human, which are in harmony. His human will aligns in obedience with the divine will of the Trinity for salvation. Since Christ took on true humanity, his body was finite. The Church permits the depiction of Jesus' human face in holy images, recognizing its legitimacy. Christ's body manifests the divine Son. His physical features reflect the person of God's Son, allowing believers to venerate the image as an expression of the divine. Jesus loved all people with a human heart. His sacred heart, wounded for humanity's sins, represents his deep love for the Father and for every human being.